Well in place, the man I used to be stands a hollow shell. Hell, I can't see the light because the nights are where my days dwell, focusing on redemption as the angels fell. Spiraling in laughter, they kept falling ever faster into the darkness, a dismal dwelling called the pit of hell, defiance in their nature. They slowly climbed back out then, stood atop the tallest mountains, and they yelled, crying for forgiveness, but to no avail. Then the land fell quite. As the harpist played an enchanting sound of which there is no description mortal man can pronounce, they pleaded for their freedom, weeping tears of sadness. The earth stood silent as man watched the river swell. The ocean began to lift with their emotion. Adriel roared in anguish, trying to break the chains. Then Raquel rose, cupped his hands around his mouth, and set the sky on fire. As he blew, the ground began to tremble. Their stars fell from their orbits and exploded, casting magical colors that ripped the ground apart. Forever scared with ore of every type, flooding the ravines and liquid mercury. Iron, silver, lead, and copper, as well as gold and platinum. All leaves on the trees turned black as the branches lost strength and laid over, ill in sickness, some even dying. Then Raquel flew up, flexing with great strength in hopes to break free from his tether, lifting the ground until New Mountain stood from the place he was fastened, gathering bad weather in his tambourine. He slapped it rhythmically, releasing winds that flattened every blade of grass, and huge balls of light rose in all colors and flashed with streaks of violent electricity. He pursed his lips as if to kiss and spit a flock of fiery dragonflies, and brought forth twisting winds, creating hurricanes, monsoons, and tornadoes that only echoed his fury, gathering huge boulders of white, black, and gray ice, blanketing the seven-headed dragon, Himalaya, pinning him under the icy weight under which he still lays. In the farthest distance, 100 other angels cut their own heads off in loathing, unable to die. They began chanting hypnotic melodies that drew beautiful aureole, neon wisps that seemed to pour upward from the center of the earth into the emotional sky. It was a world of which has only been seen by the eyes of a select handful of heathens, of whence I was drew 1,000 blood moons past in mourning. Then all 200 of the fallen stood and looked at each other, and began digging their own graves. When they finally reached the depth they had been ordered to dig, they flew into the holes in the ground, healed over them, and life slowly and very cautiously began to rejoice and recover, only to unknowingly bring forth their evil seeds like the corporate grown fruits of today, infecting every living thing with bad spirits that only prayer can change.